KLD Testimony. Every now and then I like to, communicate with y'all, but I'm just jump right into it while it's on my mind. Everywhere I go, it's like always a sense of urgency. I'm worrying unnecessarily sometimes. A lot of times, my own paranoia. Y'all can hear me speaking while I'm actually trying to film and give you communication. I'm live right now. Give you my life's work on all different levels. But this right here, if you read the title of the videos, is where I'm at. Right now, I want to do some morning talk. I gotta wait a little bit before I can move around. Just about 15 more minutes. But anyways, yeah, I was thinking about this person and the way in which they were acting. Race does matter from what type of interaction you're having with the person, whether they want to make it out to be or not. And it could be sex, race, sex, ageism, all that. The dynamics are created in certain ways. Bring people together or push them away or make it awkward. I already know. I've studied this shit and talked about this shit. There's forcible ways that attribute to my paranoia and forcible ways that attribute to strange dynamics just dealing with human beings every day. One-on-one groups, just dealing with society. Maybe I worry too much. Or maybe I'm reaching, as people want to speak about. But when somebody's body language is so evident that you look for them as support and a gateway to change, and when you're interacting with them, and they act as though you're beneath them or you don't exist, or that's the kind of automatic vibe you get. When somebody's welcoming, when somebody's scared, and when somebody's like thrown off or crazy. But when you have somebody just outright in leadership that shows no type of real understanding, like in the hood, man, they be food for me. I got a all the way down to the local street cop in every city I go in. So whatever I did, not only because I'm black, but whatever I did, my communication is so believable that they were like, we gotta follow this nigga around. And that's what they did. Somebody somewhere, somehow, maybe it's a Caucasian lady, maybe it was a job, or maybe it was just like, how's this nigga making all these fire-ass power moves and he's drinking every day, smoking, and just all out of control and won't listen to nobody. So I lived what I'm talking to you about. And they put me on the watch list for no reason. I don't have no criminal history. It's just I was indulging in my own arrogance. And that's what I'm trying to get into. Your arrogance, the person's arrogance outweighs everything. Like I said, if I was in the hood, that nigga would be food for me. It's just like people sitting around plotting on you, trying to figure out a way to build a relationship with you, and they don't know you. And they know you're not approachable, but they want to communicate with you. Women do it all the time. They want to be talked to, but they look at it like, God, dog. I mean, fine women, want to talk to a man. He don't even have to be fine. It's just something about them they want to get with that man. And they don't know how to close the deal or get around him without it being like awkward. But see, when you get to a certain level of life, you let it be known. And you do not give a fuck. That's what I like about my age more than I like any other year or decades that I've been here on this earth. Thank God I've been able to be here long enough to meet my 50s. So I'm in the growing stages of my 50s, and I love it. I love life even more now. The only problem that I have is, again, dealing with communication and the way in which life offers this generation of dysfunctional, entitled, and privileged motherfuckers the really non-deserving of what they have. It's only because of the internet that they're able to move around like they do without any type of reprimanding. You can be whatever you want to be, online and offline. Whatever you want to do in the real world, because society has allowed it to be so, you to be in such a fluffy world until shit hits the fan. And me now, in which I communicate and I know what's going on, I can tell you better than I'm just sitting there watching you. And like, I catch a lick on, I get a lick on that nigga. I can take his shit because he's so wrapped up, or she's so wrapped up in their arrogance. Your body language is hiding you. Your mental state is hiding you. So how you stand, your fingers and your language is communication. That, again, I could be overthinking it, but 99.9% of the time, I'm in the now. And that means that I'm not dreaming about past, because I've been here before. And I'm still here. Meaning I done died and came back a few times, and death has met me in my face many times, much more than I can explain to you all without losing my train of thought, or without getting emotional about stories that can help you grow every day. You know, this minor shit that goes on this earth doesn't bother me. What bothers me is I don't have time enough to teach you all one-on-one everything that I know, when niggas, them Caucasian ones, the ones that are in a position of power, the white hand of supremacy, constantly looks at me like I'm not deserving to communicate in leadership on a broader or let me see, more well-known platform to get my communication out to the world, to the masses. I have so much to give, but because of their ways about them, that's like body language, and that's like which is non-communication, but yet communicates way more than the mouth. See, the mouth, the tone, is what can lose you, but the body language cannot lose you. You know when somebody's ready to fight or flight. You know when somebody's, if you're not a sociopath, or you don't understand empathy, or you're not able to put yourself in somebody's shoes. If you're detached on all social ways, and you are so um, arrogant and narcissistic, you're lost. Well, I'm gonna get you anyways. You ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna break you off something proper and take all your shit. But if you are there, then you know we're gonna be able to fix you. Well, let's see what we got here. We got all kinds of messages. My bad. Let me slow down. Hello. Sip. Yo, what's up, Testimonies? What's up, Henry? What's up, Kakui? I don't know what that is. Coolio, did you... Bro, I'm sorry. I'm taking your wrench, and next, I'm going to block you. First of all, because you're fucking up all the time, and you do it on purpose. So I'm going to take your wrench. Where you at? Remove as a moderator. So y'all can fucking do what you want with him. He's an immature person that's off task in life. Now you can go to the next level of being a what you call it? A disruptor. That's what I'm gonna call it. Hello, what's up, Jaya? Eric, what's going on, bro? Good morning. How you? Man, how are you? I'm sipping a Coke 45. Okay, cool. Jaya, what's the meaning of narcissist? That's a person who's kind of like arrogant, all into themselves. Narcissistic. Narcissism. Let's Google it together. I'm gonna Google it. Okay, damn, Coolio never needs this. Never reads the title right. I mean, like, this nigga's on some porno shit. He's really thrown up. When we was over there with Travis Scott, he was doing the same stupid shit. The nigga will not learn. Grow the fuck up, Coolio. Grow up, man. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Arrogant person means narcissist. I got it. Okay, cool. You sound so cute. I appreciate that. So I'm caught up on my messages and I'm getting more messages. But yeah, God is so good. He's a blessing. But yeah, some people hold their culture and what their culture is dealing with, like me. Okay, I understand where I'm coming from. But others, okay, I understand where they're coming in. And sexism, sex, I understand the dynamics of where they're coming from. Like, okay, let me give you an example real closely. The other example I want to give, but it'll kind of make me seem like, oh, I got to do something really fucking quick and it's very important. Hold on, I'll be right back. Damn, I hate... All right, my bad. We're going to look up narcissist. We're going to look up awesome. Let's see, what's up? You sound so cute, KLD has said. Jaya, okay, that's nice. I never had somebody really like say that. I love your beautiful car. It's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got blessed to be able to have this. But I'm going to give you a real quick story. My train of thought is happening better now that I've been drinking a lot. I'm not fearing things like I used to be. I'm coming back to whom I am. You can lose yourself in relationships. Let me drink some water while I'm at it. You can lose yourself in life point blank, just dealing with the dynamics. I'm glad I'm getting my creativity back. I'm not as troublesome as I used to be about things that's happening around me. But there was a picture with Nelly, I think it's Nelly's friend, and Ashanti, right? But I really want to say Ashanti, she's a singer, and a girlfriend. She had some girl in the picture with her, but Nelly was there too because she's having her baby. somebody in the comment section had said to the picture, who is that? What was it? The way in which their perception about the picture was like the man don't belong in the picture. They were coming from a feminine way of seeing the world with only women in it. It was actually they were actually trolling. It was like, who is that man in the picture that's disrupting the picture? Something similar to that. Well, let me get some water in me. I can tell I got cotton mouth. Now, mind you, this whole video that I'm doing right now, this upload is because I'm highly upset, but I'm utilizing this to teach and preach and just talk shit. I might do a little rapping or whatever. I might ride around somewhere. You know, you never know what I'm gonna do. But the perception of that was her trolling. Because we all know who Ashante is and Nelly is. That's the baby daddy. But they wanted to say something like, which is kind of real. The whole world could see that it's built upon the new wave of men not being in the picture for a long time. And that could be offensive, but it also could be a signal, a code signal to other women that it's about females only. Now, if she has a baby girl, that really would be like the blessing for the feminist female and their woman power and some of those names they name for women who decide to only be sexual with only women. But it all correlates because, again, it's the same way as living life in blinders. People perceive things in life differently by the dynamics. Now, I'm going to just tell you the real. I had an interaction with a person of another race this morning. And the way in which they were demonstrating their body language, it's like they had a silent hate for me or towards me for no reason. Okay, I can see if it's a white woman and I'm a black man and she don't want a black man. Or it's a fat person, it's a real skinny person. They don't want to be around each other for body shaming. Or they just don't gel well together. Or it could be a tall man and a short man. I'm just giving y'all dynamics. Well, this guy used a hand signal, which I can look up as well, that he was doing something with his nose. Like, for Caucasian people, it's a certain amount of arrogance that they wipe their nose. Or they'll take their hand and throw it up under their chin and showing and demonstrating to the world that they're of the elite, they're of upper class, you know, or it could be a sign to fuck you, you know. It just depends on where you at and what you're dealing with, and it's nonverbal language. You may not want to listen to this, but in life, down the road, and you can Google it now. They have a whole book on this. And this is how gang culture exists through body language. Niggas is throwing up the West Coast to let you know where they live for somebody all around the world. They don't even have to speak it. They can just demonstrate it through hand movement. In the world, they want you to show confidence. So they ask you to walk with your posture up and demonstrate a way of confidence. But in the hood, keep your head down and walk with your eyes open, but just walk like you not playing games, but you don't want to be bothered. So you got to know how to adjust at all times. Now, being foolish with body language is dangerous too. Don't play with me, because I'm going to tell you about yourself, whether you want to learn or you don't. And you should have much more of an appreciation the next time you see me. And that's what I'm trying to demonstrate. I'm not somebody's toy. If you don't like me, whatever hang-ups you might have, that's on you, partner. But the moment some shit goes down, I don't give a fuck what goes down. The Trap God, the capital KOD Testimonies is going to be all over their ass for your dumb ass. And you don't even care enough to acknowledge me in the morning or any time of the day. Like you living in a nigga house who's feeding you, clothing you, or invited you over, and you wake up and you don't even speak to them. Or you walking around and you don't even acknowledge them. You're not even acknowledging them. And you're in their house. Nigga, you sitting here in the morning waking up and you ain't even talking to me? You sleeping in my bed, shitting in my toilet? You drinking, I'm giving you access to my whole home and even my blood, my wife, my kids, my family, and making it safe from you. And you so caught up in your bullshit that you can't speak to another nuts walking around here. I could beat the fucking shit out you right now for that and tell you get the fuck out of my house. But I'm going to calm down. But I'm just giving y'all all kinds of scenarios and situations. But also, I'm going to read y'all comments. Hold on. Exactly. Oh, my bad. Hold up. What is this? Okay, I stopped on what is it mean? Okay. Narcissist. Okay, damn, Coolio, you never learn. Okay, let's go. Arrogant person means narcissist. I got it. You sound so cute, KOD, with a heart. I love your beautiful car. Awesome. Let's see. Exactly. I feel you, Jaya. Good morning, Jaya. Good morning, Henry M. Someone is doing lawnmower there, Jaya. Okay, no problem. Do you have kids? No. I already know who you are. Jaya. Really, does white women dislike black men? Oh, let me see. Does white women dislike black men? Well, I think it's more of like where you come from in your culture. I want to answer that. I'm definitely on that type of shit. But yeah. I'm more like my leadership and my black social media mentality comes from my OGs. And that's Tariq Nasheed. For you all that listen to me and wonder why and how long of the mentality and the ways that I have, it comes from different dynamics. And throughout the day, I get my food for thought from Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, Dr. Boyce Watkins, even Roland Martin, Professor Black Truth. These are Vicky Dillard. They're social media influencers, which I'm maturing into without me just, wanting to rap and do all the other shit, but I'm taking something serious. But speaking about that, it all depends on where a woman comes from and what her meaning is to black love. Because most of the time, there's so many great dynamics within the black family that most of the time black men don't go searching for black women Only when they get to the upper echelons of society, and the reason why they do that is because a lot of times you can't go places easily or deal with society easily with the financial means you have and be taken seriously, and I hate to say this, with a black woman or a ethnic woman on your arm. It has changed, but 99% of the time, a white female can walk in these doors. Because believe me, a white woman is just as crazy and fucked up as a black woman can be if you do them wrong. So don't get it twisted. Now, the dynamics with interracial relationship dating is quite different than what I'm talking about in terms of upward mobility and the power of not being challenged in certain situations. Like a black woman will love a black man because if she lives in the hood, she can get a pass and she can get some walkthrough with his strength. But when it comes to the sexual, let's see, exploitation, look, here we go. I don't know why these dudes, you see it starts, the cutting grass shit starts all the way down there. But he finds his way to be all the way up here around my vehicle. You see what I mean? But at least he's getting it done. That's why I be paranoid like these are undercovers. Like, why the fuck would you cut grass and you could be all the way down there, even though his name is on his back of his shirt? Now I'm going to have allergies. Okay, someone is doing the lawn there. Yeah, do you have kids? I have a 17-year-old estranged daughter, okay? So if you need to know everything about me, salute. What's up, Technique? Salute. Uh, I don't know what for, but okay, we'll do it. But this is the dynamics. I love to do a video about that. I thank you for that question too, Jaya. If I say it wrong, I apologize. But yeah, salute, Technique. I appreciate you for being in here. Hopefully, you all can help. Everybody in the room can help me keep and give what's his name? Let's go back to his name. Coolio, his wrench back. I want to give it back to him so much, but he's just immature. He will never fucking grow up. I hope it's not somebody else that I know that's a troll using his name. But still, he will never grow up. And it's sad, because I've known him for about maybe like 2 or 3 years. And he knows the trucking community too. But let's get with what's this? Let's see. Yeah, I'm ready to rap. I wanted to check out the appropriate way, but they just be like, fuck me, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll explain everything in detail with the people in charge if that comes to that. But I think I've done enough. I don't have to kiss their ass like that. All right, let's look up two things real quick. I want to look up. Well, we could do body language, but I want to give you all the definition of narcissism. Narcissism. Because I don't want you all to get it mixed up with a person who starts fires or some shit like that. Narcissism. Narcissist. Wait a minute. Narcissistic. The of I already know what it means. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready for this? Keep on asking questions. Have you ever faced racism there? You will, of course. I mean, that's what I'm all about, trying to avoid that and stand away from it. Yes. 9 warning signs you're dealing with a narcissistic. NARCISSIST. When does centeredness cross the lines into narcissistic personality disorder? Look out for these red flags. Okay? What is it? Not everyone's self-centered person, is a is a true narcissistic. Okay, say the scene. But their signs of personality disorders are able to identify a narcissistic. By definition, is someone with a pervasive pattern of grandiosa or needs for admiration or lack of empathy. You know what I mean? That means all they care about really is themselves. All they give a damn about is their ego. There's 3 signs of ego. Ego, super ego, and the id. Damn, I'm fucked up just by that damn shit. It's got my mind, my nose. Oh, God. And these flowers. Damn, man. Every time it's always something. Keep the comments coming. Y'all give me shit to talk about. How a person becomes narcissistic or a narcissistic person is their upbringing, personality, inheritance of the ways, you know. Yeah. You just quietly steer clear, making. It's so much to this that I don't want to sit here and read everything. But hey, what's up, brother Al Smith? What's going on? But y'all know what that means. That just basically means somebody who think they better than everybody. They all about themselves. All they care about is themselves. So we're not going to keep on going with that. But body language, of course, is always nonverbal communication, where some people use it to survive and other people use it to tell other people, go kiss my black ass or white ass. And yes, in America, definitely racism exists. Definitely. It is the only way in which white supremacy can exist. It's the only way. But over generations that have changed the dynamics, the social movement, which I did a video about the other day, when it comes to social engineering, has helped develop kind of numbness to it. Now, there are people that don't see color for real, just like they don't see themselves in the physical sense, or they don't see themselves in their genetics in which they were born with, meaning their sexual parts. I mean, like, some people believe that they are a woman when they really are a man. And they really believe it to their heart. Some people love people that are not the same color or culture. And they really believe it to their heart. Some people are so stuck up on their ways and they really believe it in their heart that they're that way until somebody or a certain situation or life-changing experience changes them. You feel me? But across the board, my problem with whatever it may be in life in general, there is no other man or one man that is attacked for trying to be whatever they want to be in life more than a person of color, especially the African American male, well, female and male. I think the female has been treated the worst out of all, and then the black male, especially foundational black Americans who want their reparations. My brother, can you work on a new? You keep on asking me this, man. You got something wrong with you, bro. I can try. That's all I can tell you. So you got to let that pit bull grip go, because you're more than that, Bishop. I don't know where the song is at. That blessing came from God when we was going through it. I don't just rap to be rapping. It has to come through a vessel. It's a spiritual thing. And you know that as a man that can articulate himself. And I follow you, Triple OG. Thank you, brother. Me and the minister will wait, BBB. So I'm not promising you anything. And you got to be bigger than that. Every time you communicating with me, and I know what that's like, because I got a guy I work with every day that does the same thing. He's always saying something. What does he always say? And it's in the elder people that do that all the time. Well, no, that's throughout life. If a person wants something, they're going to constantly remind you. So that's throughout life. But he has something he says all the fucking time. I can't remember it right now. But again, I hope you respectfully understand those two songs that I did that I cannot find because they took down both my pages was something from the heart that God gave me to give to you and your wife and for the BBB, Brothers Building Brothers. It's not something that I could just make up. You know, when God gives me every day, when the vessel is open for me to spit these bars, I'm coming from the heart or frustration. It's a hobby. It's an alter ego that I jump into. It's not my real life per se. Now, if if they were paying me for it, and I was in a setting where, like, I did it for a living, it wouldn't be as fun either. Because I would be like, God, dog, I have to do this, and it's not natural. That's why I would never sign to a record company or be out there like I want to really do it. Because if I was, I would have been aggressive enough to walk down that road to been found record companies with people who are in that business. There would be no ifs, there would be no ands, there would be no motherfucking buts. I would have been signed to a record label because I would have seen it no other way. But I don't do that. This is just a hobby, a pastime. And if people are offended by things I say, like utilizing the N-word over and over, well, white supremacy had never a problem with it when it was calling us that as animals, treating us like we were beneath as not even a person for years. And even to this day, you can go to certain areas in this world and they still have us in slavery and on paper until they apologize and stop calling us people of color or colored people or blacks or my blacks, which they utilize in the debate still this day. We used to be, at least we got to a level of them calling us African Americans. Now Trump comes out the woodwork and shows his racism, which, you know, he's around black people, so I guess he says black people, which like people will say Mexicans, blacks, whites, Asians, because they don't know everybody and where they come from, but yet we have never been known as blacks. I don't know where the fuck you get that from. We going backwards. So I'm not a black. The fuck? Every black man should be like, fuck that, I'm definitely not voting for you now. You calling me what? But, you know, we gotta get what we can out of these two people that's going, one of them are going to run the free world. I appreciate you, brother. Whenever you can do it, that's fine, BBB. I don't know, man. Sometimes, man, I really believe that there's like rudimentary kind of like motor skills situation. It could be substance abuse. It's something going wrong there in that brain. Like, that shit should not be even brought up anymore. If it happens, it happens. Like, I wanted to donate to you yesterday, and I couldn't. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm gonna have to go out and find. I'm gonna have to Google and then use your Cash App to get the money to you, because it doesn't naturally let me press your Cash App sign and send you money. I wanted to send you some money. I had $20 on your 40 ounce, but I couldn't. I was trying every way I can to press your Cash App, and I couldn't. So I'm gonna have to go through it another way. I thought you were AdSense and had a Cash App. Whatever you call it. Is my car on? Yeah, it's on. I just don't have the air conditioner on. Yeah, so body language is very important. The dynamics that's going on to today's society, I'm really seeing. Let's talk a little bit while I'm at it before I start entertaining y'all outside of myself, my real self. Let's talk a little bit about these. I'm noticing all the foreigners now are top priority. Even though the black vote is needed, all the low-hanging fruit in society, that's why I tell you all that white supremacy cannot exist. The upper echelons of society cannot exist without us as this pyramid on different classisms exists. They cannot exist without us at the bottom. But I'm noticing they subcontracting anybody. Anybody. You don't even need to have all the credentials that you used to have. They will subcontract anybody. You just go through a Google app, an app of any sort, and just show up online. They never have to do an interview with you, and you just show up and go to work. You can dress how you want. You damn near don't even know how to read and write. As long as you can learn, you're able to learn and follow directions and show up on time and don't become a threat in the workplace, you can get a fucking job paying good fucking money. When I grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, we was getting like 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 to $15 an hour. These motherfuckers starting off 17, 20, 25, $30 an hour. How can you not make it? Except for it balances itself out. But this shit is like, yo, they really took a leap of faith to make these people experience the greatest thing in the world, to come to America. And a lot of us are still suffering. They just skipped an entire race of people from being able to relax like we achieved something. The same thing goes for those who've been waiting on their citizenship. And you just let motherfuckers jump the line completely. For years, thousands and thousands and thousands of people have been coming over the border. Do you have pet power and all that? Ah, man, y'all just... I'm going to figure it out and get a donation to you, bro. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. All right. Do you have a PayPal, brother? No, I don't have no PayPal. That's old school to me. I'm going to go with Cash App only. And if I want to donate to you, I will. Other than that, bro, I got you, man. I got you with the song. I got you with the money. I got you with your mentality. I got you with the way you are. I got you with following you. I got you with watching you. I got you with your ups and downs. I got you with brothers building brothers. I got you, bruh. I got you with everything. If I ever seen you in life, don't worry. You're good. I'll do a whole curriculum to help you build brothers building brothers. Meaning I'll help you with conflict resolution, anger management, with different dynamics with the gold group, with the bronze group, the gold group, and the bronze group, the silver group, the gold group, and then the alumni chapter. I will help you build a whole fucking program that will have recruiters, we'll have sit down and have different. I mean, it's so simple. It's child's play, man. I know you love California lifestyle. I know you on the East Coast. I know you love to dance and eat. I know you love to smoke weed and drink. I know I got it all, bro. I know you to a certain extent. I know you like to battle back and forth with I don't know. I don't call it arguing. I know it's like kind of like trolling and debating, and I got it, bro. It's simple, okay? It's just like, I got you, man. I mean, respect. West Coast. I never forgot me song, man. It passed it. Yeah, okay. Damn, dog. I mean, this nigga right here. Woo! They used to have this bus. Never mind. Let me leave it alone. Alright, let me get into this shit. For those that's been waiting on the sidelines, let me jump into my alter ego. I got people watching me in real fucking life, dog, who follow me every day. Every day. Who are seriously invested in watching my every fucking movement. From the police, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, U.S. Marshals, ICE, I don't care. Every single person everywhere I go watches me. Everywhere I go, they watch me. Do you know my Cash App is the same, just like you would be putting out yours? But mine is $. I am your God 2, the number 2. Do you know the entire 15 years I've been on YouTube, not one motherfucker except for Travis Gotti boxing has never sent me any money? For years, I've had like 5 to 7 pages that's been taken down by the Anglo-Saxons over there in Semi Valley, who have moderators who are either religious or a part of that Rainbow Coalition or white supremacy, that have banned me, made me obsolete, or cancel culture, or did whatever they can do to hold a black man down. And still to this day, they won't let me up. I got videos right now, food videos, they're shorts, that's in the thousands. How can I make 10,000 views a day or an hour or just period and don't have about 200 and some subscribers? Hey, I want somebody to remove him. I want somebody to remove can you have I want somebody to time out Coolio. Please time him out, because I was serious about to block him. He's nothing but a glorified troll. He's nothing. Why do I have a fucking rich for everybody and y'all can't block that dude? What's wrong with y'all, man? This dude is a troll. Coolio, you are a troll. Y'all have powers to time this dude out, and y'all not even doing it. Anyways, that grass got me. Now I gotta be here sniffling. Yeah, I'll be sitting in my car and doing all kinds of work, sending money all over the place, taking care of bills and finances, building upon building my mindset. I'm growing. I'm just productive. I got, right now I can get off of here, pull up any gig app and go make money. Do you know there's people sitting around watching me as though I'm suspicious in their mindset because of the color of my skin and the timing and their perception of where I should and shouldn't be in their mindset? Like, you'll go to a neighborhood, and if you sit your car there for too long, the old white woman or the Karens are going to come out and follow. You're trapped. Wherever we go, we trapped in this United States of America. We are eating at our own selves. We are suspicious of our own selves. People who do real crimes get away from it because the people out here are looking at people who are non-threatening and get the cops or people who are in authority to chase the wrong people. And the ones that are doing criminal activity are the ones that's running around getting away with it until they realize that that way of living cannot be lived too long. And you're eventually going to be an habitual offender until they catch you with something big and lock you away forever or you die. But the white woman can come and bring her cart over here and set it here, or wherever I'm at. I can walk through the neighborhood and these motherfuckers You live, you walking, you driving a Mercedes Benz or a Porsche or a big grass cutting vehicle, or you can drive the police car home. And that person who don't like you for whatever reason, that's your next door neighbor, that should be your knight in shining armor for you living your life, your protector, we are only as strong as our weakest link, should be right there helping protect you. No, they're on the phone. Yeah, I think there's somebody. Oh my God, somebody suspicious. It's outside. Nigga, it's Uber. It's Uber Eats. It's Lyft. It's the dump truck. It's person bringing milk. It's FedEx. It's UPS. It's DHL. It's somebody conducting business. But you're so caught up in your bullshit that you're trying to get people in trouble all fucking day long. Why the thumbs ain't up? Y'all can't bless me with the thumbs up? You just think I'm talking to me talking? How do you think that the analysis or the statistics on YouTube works? You got to press the thumbs up if you like the communication. If you don't, they ain't gonna let my shit get in the trending or you know how it works. Sometimes I pay attention, sometimes I don't. But anyways, let me give y'all a little trap music. What's today's mathematics in this trap life? Every day we sort out and we could lose our life at any given time. I'm in the trap zone. Yo, this is Trap God, the Rap God, capital Kod Testimonies. I'm not all into myself. I really am not. I'm supposed to stop this video and start something else to call Freestyle Morning Freestyle. But I'm going to give some of y'all a little bit something out the woodworks. Let's get to the money, huh? Come on. Jumping into my alter ego. Come on, let's get it. So the police don't believe what you don't believe, and those who hate me, do what the fuck you want. Woo! I'm in the street for life, and I want it, dog. Woo! 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 Spit these bars so hard. I'm gangster with this bullshit. Coming with it. I'm blowing it up and wrapping it up. Smoking with this dope shit. Coming with this rap shit. Only thing I do is just rap, bitch. Give me a room. Yo, this is Kod Testimonies. I truly appreciate y'all for coming through. I was putting the bars and you know how I say it. I go so hard in these streets. Remember me the day I survived. I don't care, damn. I'm not trying to live a lie. Only on point to make sure I come through. Rapping to is getting gay. Just for you. I'm in the streets for life. I'm running. They're coming up to me. They got that girl a bird in the sky. I won't deny. I live no life. Whatever happened to the dream? What do you mean? It's a nightmare every night. Talking slow. Look at that tape, man. I'm running through the front door. Help me, please. The trap got the rap guy. I'm in the wind. I'm out the back door. Yeah, I'm running on the miles and running, jumping gates, and they can't relate to me. I am the greatest MC. I'm in narcissistic. I'm in myself, ego is, and I'm out here getting it for life. The truth is coming down, and I'm drowning. Give me 6 feet, man, and I'll come back down. Resurrected for the strangers in life who say you things make you really maintain on the strength God gave to me, divested in me. He gave it to you too. Glory, grace, and having a place. Denounce that bullshit racism. Woo, woo, hatred. Woo, woo. Some people don't get it when I'm sitting on these bars, and you know I go so hard in the street. streets. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to hear a different situation than I'm out here in these streets. So like, I'm the trap god, woo, woo. I'm the rap god, woo, woo, woo. On command, on demand, I give it in the streets, nigga. Ooh, don't be disrespectful. Don't be the one that don't know. Keep your eyes open, your head on a swivel, and make sure you keep an eye with you. Ooh, I'm the trap god, the rap god. I never forget the Lee song. You made it with passion and hit, homie. My brother. I'm the rap god. You know, these will talk behind your back. They'll cross you anytime they get. Just remember, it's self-preservation in these streets. Anyways, let's get it, man. I'm giving y'all a little morning. The rap show in the morning. It's like Sway in the morning. Come on. You want to play with me? I'll show you better than I can tell you. I'm about this life. Gangster with this shit, you heard me? Took a long time, you know. I had to get over the cobwebs and the pain yesterday. Spit it. I'm just gonna speak this shit. Sit down and just listen to this. I don't know the other way. I keep on asking for it, I'm gonna give it to you today. Think about it. Think about this trap game. Think about it. Live my life with things. I don't know what's up, but the straps is coming and I'm winning and I get with it. Soon I step in the stage. You only get one chance to get this right, you know what I mean? I mean, the world is all against you. When you're falling down on some giddy shit, there's like hardly nobody there to help you up. I mean, I've been doing it for you all these many years. It ain't shit you can do for me. I am the trap guy. Mike, for real? That's the best you can do for me. And I've been taking care of you all your life. I'm in the trap street. I'm doing good. Rebecca, Miss Town, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling great. It's getting better each day. You know, when you dig into yourself and your mental mentality and get the webs out, and you take all that damn locks, fences, you move all that shit from away from your heart. Then you're back in the game. You can focus. To be driven, man, in the street. Everybody try to take you off course. Of course, they want to see you fail. But when you're around people who are like-minded like you, who want upward mobility, see, somebody stood up and said, racism is over. What you talking about, man? I'm still down here deep in the trenches trying to live my life. And the only thing I know about it, they going to be for us. What the fuck happened? I'm not even rapping right now. I'm just yipping and yapping, trap. To the day that I die, I want to be free. I know you lie. It's the trap, got the rap guy. It's not about me, it's about you. You know, I want you to be better than you ever were. I want you to study, to learn. So you get to a level where we can start learning how to grow the best way. The best way to grow is to listen. You'll learn a lot more in life by listening than you do by spewing your nonsense. It's the trap guy. Anyways, you know, it's always been a blessing. They say, man, black men know how to talk. Shit, hell yeah, we talk our way out of anything, but we could talk our way into a lot of shit too. You know. Yeah. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for some more comments to come through. We about an hour and some change in this motherfucker. I want to hear from y'all, man. I want to answer your questions, and we can move around if you want. I mean, I just gotta sit here. I'm just doing it for whatever reason. But it was on my mind and pressing my heart how a person could be so fucking caught up in their ways because they might make good money and they want to be arrogant. Excuse me. They want to be arrogant and they want to act like they better. It ain't no. It just punishes you, especially if you're a humble person. And you know, here's another sad thing. Let me help develop a coping mechanism with the bullshit, okay? See, we blinded in life by looking up to other human beings. May that be your father or your mother, your teacher, your preacher, your pastors. Those are the ones that help you in your way of life of developing. The sad part about it is a lot of them have deviant behaviors, and they used to utilize, don't do what I do as I say. Well, some of the communication that they may have, the tone, the things they say, their idealism, how they formulate opinions, and just the way in which their concepts are and their development and how they want to teach you. It's not always healthy for your walk in life. You know, you don't have to pay attention to them if you don't really feel like this is for you. For a long time, I did not realize that I was under the scrutiny and the walk in life to become something that's not in my culture. Being scrutinized by others because I'm not able to, for whatever reason, be as great as the ones they think are better than you. Well, you need to just be yourself. And that could be a form of contradiction, but we're not trying to deal with contradictions. My point is common sense. If that person that's in front of you can't make you feel happy under their leadership or their teaching, you need to move on. You need to denounce them and allow yourself the only one life you have to get to where you can feel your most inner power to be able to pull out your greatest strengths to move upward. And you will not be disappointed with these blind. Let me help you. You can go to work and they can underutilize you. Or you could be around somebody you know is not smarter than you. And you sit there like a fucking fool and you waste your time looking for their approval. Why would we do that to ourselves when we know better? When you out here in a community that has nothing good for you, why would you sit around that community? When you have the right to get your ass up and go anywhere. If one job is not treating you the way you need to be treated, go get you a different job. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you know is fucked up, this person just fucked up. I mean, their ways just keep me down. I'm tired of being an enabler for them in only their selfish fucking ways. They like to smoke, they like to drink, they like to every now and then go fuck somebody else and come back to you. And the pattern keeps on happening and you're not happy with it. Why do you keep going back to them? Like J-Lo. Look, there's a person back here, cat, who's fishing for me. They driving okay, I know what it is. Anyways, you're caught up. I forgot what I was going to say because that looks so familiar. But you're caught up in their ways. They're basically like enablers for you to live your life, and you're all up in their ways like J-Lo. She's jumping from man to man. She wants love, but she keeps going back to the same people, getting this, thinking she's going to get different results, and she's not. At some point, J-Lo, Jenny from the block, who's going back to New York now, looking for a safe haven, she's going from Ben Affleck to Alice Rodriguez, who are, one is an alcoholic and one is an habitual cheater, and they might be a combination of all those things. But she keeps on, as beautiful as she is, as creative as she is, as talented as she is. She keeps on allowing herself to live in the basement of life, the prison of life, because she will not meet what is benoits to her, that being married might not be the answer. Just point blank, you have to learn to love yourself and then build upon a different road. And by getting there, it's going to be struggle, but it takes one foot in front of the other. But stop looking backwards at things that are not healthy for you. She is beautiful in her. I'm just utilizing her example. I can use Holly Berry. These are people that y'all know, women y'all know, by the way. All of these women in Hollywood are kind of like for the streets now. If they're in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and 70s and out here still trying to shake a leg and want to turn over and do ass shaking outside their personal bedroom in the streets, like Ice Spice or Sexy Red, or even though she's a baby mama, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or any of these girls, Megan Thee Stallion, or that shit is for the streets. That's hot girl summer shit. That's like the lower hanging fruit. That ain't real in real life. We need to have leadership back in the families, and we need to have integrity, and we need to have values and morals and beliefs brought back in, and we need to seriously take a step back and look at this situation and grow up as a society. We should be now already used to social media. Okay, I can talk to anybody in the world. I can go anywhere in the world. I can utilize this shit without even thinking. But I can't talk to a person in real life and share real emotions anymore. I can't go in the streets and enjoy the fresh air. Like, it is dangerous to me because I think it's that way. When you just inside all the time. Y'all don't hear me though. Let's get back to the music. I mean, I'm all over the place. Skipping, thinking, my thoughts are racing. I'm all off topic now. So fuck it. It's what the streets want. Y'all don't like me for nothing else but rapping anyways. And some of y'all don't even like that shit. But, you know, some people go to places and they talk about sports. And then they find their way traveling off into politics. Or whatever's trending. I get it. I understand it. As a content creator, you know, without the interaction with your uh, fan base, sometimes you have to filibuster until somebody gets you to talk about other things. Let's get it. It might be a slow news day, right? If I wasn't out here surviving, please help me, Jesus, I ain't lying. Bring it for the cross cause it carried me. I carry it on my chest, please. Just as like it's just a bag. I'm out here in a savage like that. Only thing I really wanna do is prove that I am something to you. Science of mathematic, automatic, factual understanding. It's the vision and the dividends of farming. I'm living like the mums in my pocket. Ain't lint, man, that's just that's the dead president. The streets don't have me going crazy. I am my witches at the work ethic, my crazy. Spitting all these bars in this motherfucking game. I got the real from the fake, man. They really don't wanna maintain the inches of the inches of the dividend game. The only thing is up for them women, man. They want a knight inside an armor to the armor because it's disrespectful in the armor. Treating them wrong and they out there in the streets and they all depressed cause they not getting it between the seats. The magic gone. Once again, let me, I think we need to have a serious talk. I think we need to sit down and communicate with each other. Because I'm not trying to be selfish, but I'm in the streets trying to survive. Walk around, keeping looking at me till the day I fucking die. But that's okay anyway. Standing up and being the loudest one that's outspoken. And I'm on the fucking zone. I'm mastering this shit. I'm coming with this shit. I hope you understand. Pass my shit. Spit up this rhyming. Spit up this timing. I'm in the streets for life. Damn. A dick clock right 2 times a day. I do this by any means, any kind of way. I hope you understand. It's the street, baby. That got me living my life. Oh shit. I'm out here like this. I hope you live my life. Trying to get across to you. Would you tell with the same thing? Jose, Jesus, what? He died for our sin. Now look it up. We better monkey. Whatever, mother. We like. He's all up to you. Woo, 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 woo. That's it. I got me on to go. Woo, woo. They put you in that jail cell for a reason. They want you to have some time to think about it. You got this whole world to deal with, and you don't know how to behave in the population. And they want to see a minister society down in this. Let me give you everything, and you don't know how to act. Or is that just an act? Trap God. I don't know, man. I give you an hour and 19 minutes. It's 24 hours a day. I'm spending a long time with y'all in this short amount of time. Damn. This nigga hit the fucking wall. That big box truck, you know, tore some shit up. Well, that's a cargo, whatever. I was supposed to be going to give me some food. I still can. Y'all want to go on a ride? We can go on a ride. You want to travel the streets with me? We can. I ain't got no. I don't have no.
If you want to Airbnb
I don't have no problem with that. Cause y'all ain't saying nothing no more, so I'm gonna get up off here. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Man, my sinuses, they got me, dog. On purpose. They got me, man. And, fuck. The hell? I think I said a mouthful. They say what needs to be said don't have to be said. It can be done. If you ask me over again, you must not have been listening the first time. All these little sayings. What's all these little sayings for? Is that wisdom? They used to pass that shit down? Are people not really giving a fuck about that? All they want to do is have the mastery of trolling down. Talk about it. And be about it. Woo, woo, woo. Living a dream. Nightmare. Let's see, priority mode. Message delay. Priority mode. Live chat on. It's on. Just anyone. Live. Let's go, man. Okay, anyone can participate. Yes. Alright. It's better than this rap shit. It's better than this trap shit. I mean, like, it's better than this rap shit. It's better than this trap shit. What happened, man? Maybe y'all become just a haters of each other. I got on what you got on, that's that flavor. I guess we just matching now. Use that reflection of me. Does that mean you represent me? Come from where I'm from? And then if not, then you argue amongst me. Nah, dog. It ain't where you been. I guess it could be, but it's where you at. Shit. That's where it goes. You're lacking the judgment to understand my fucking flow. Am I on lean? Am I just so fucked up that I can't even feel my face? What is it? Live commentary mode, only view, selected channel, only consent message. What the hell happened to the street light? Oh man, I ain't getting it, y'all. All messages. Come on, man. Show the top ones. Oh, let me see.
Care instructions for my Gatsby, my gazpacho. Mr.
Let me go out of here. Let's go. Let me let somebody else talk.
In the black media says that such a thing doesn't exist. Well, let me go ahead and give you an example. In Los Angeles, on the night of November 13th, 2020, at about 10 o'clock p.m., Evan Campbell and his brother had just parked outside their home when they were approached by four men. Antonio Yanez, whose street name was Tank, George Little Vampy Hernandez, his brother Jesus Hernandez, and Justin Ortega, nicknamed Hitta. So you got Chicano gang members running around with these black-sounding street names. All right. As these three strangers came closer, one of them flashed gang signs and another asked, "What's your problem? What are you doing here?" The neighborhood the Campbells lived in was also an area that a gang calling itself Gardena 13 considered to be their turf. Gardena 13, just like all the gangs in Southern California, answers to the so-called Mexican Mafia, but the ties go deeper than that. A special agent with Homeland Security said in an affidavit that members of Gardena 13 pay taxes to the Mexican Mafia and are believed to be trafficking methamphetamine to associates in Hawaii and importing ghost guns, that is, firearms assembled from unregistered and untraceable parts, to Southern California from Las Vegas. In fact, when Evan Campbell's murderers were arrested, police found that 4 of the 3 handguns that were recovered were ghost guns. "Look, we live here," Campbell's brothers said. "We don't gang bang, we mind our own business, we stay over here. Y'all go back around to that corner." Campbell then texted his father, Lester Campbell, who's a retired Homeland Security agent who was inside of the house, and he told him that there was trouble and asked him to bring his gun. One of the men who approached the Campbell brothers was identified as George Hernandez. He decided at this point to take a swing at Evan Campbell, who swung back. Then all 3 of these Chicano gang members pulled out guns. Campbell's father ran outside with his gun just as Campbell's brother ran toward the family's home. The father told investigators that he heard between 15 to 20 shots. George Hernandez opened fire at Campbell's father, and he fired back, hitting him in the head and the chest, according to the affidavit. As I stated earlier, the father here, Lester Campbell, he's a retired Homeland Security agent. He fatally wounded one of his son's attackers when he returned fire in the ensuing gun battle. At that point, Mr. Campbell ran over to his son, Evan, who was lying outside their home, hit 10 times in the chest, stomach, and back. Paramedics declared Evan dead 20 minutes later. George Hernandez was lying in the street about 50 feet away, grievously wounded. He would die at the hospital 3 days later. The police found Jesus Hernandez that night hiding behind lawn furniture and trash cans in the backyard of a neighboring home. As they handcuffed him, the officers noted Yanez hiding in the same yard, his gray sweatshirt and hands covered in blood, according to the affidavit. 4 days after the murder, agents learned that Justin Ortega had booked a one-way flight to Guadalajara, Mexico. His flight was about to depart from LAX when agents apprehended him at the airport. He appeared to be wearing the same hat worn in the video of the murder. On a side note, Ortega and Yanez had been arrested previously on suspicion of murder, but not charged. This was in a separate incident, by the way, so these gang members are freely bouncing across the border with Mexico. This is why so many people are more than a little suspicious about that whole DACA thing, because people claim that they're trying to get away from these countries and they don't know anyone there and have no connection to those places. But whenever they get in trouble or want to visit family, they happily and immediately go right back with no problems at all. And you have people with the nerve to say that black people shouldn't have any problem with the border being wide open like it is. Now, to continue, prosecutors played a recording of Justin Ortega taken after his arrest. It was a recording of him speaking with an undercover informant that he thought was a fellow gang member. On the recording, Ortega admitted to shooting Evan Campbell, saying, quote, "I hit him for sure." Now, what needs to be noted here, and the reason that I made this the subject of this morning's briefing, is that the white media went way out of their way to downplay the race of the victim. They didn't want to have to describe this guy at all. Pictures, all but unheard of. But for the 1 or 2 who did do a blink and you'll miss it mention of him, they admitted that Evan Campbell and his family are black. But they mentioned that like it's a meaningless detail. It's a CYA maneuver so the white media can cover itself, just in case anybody says, "Why didn't you say he was black?" Well, we mentioned it once and then moved on. Prosecutors said that Evan Campbell was murdered because he was seen as disrespecting this Chicano street gang. And what was the gesture of disrespect? Being black and having the audacity to live in this Mexican street gang's turf. Now, when the gang members were interrogated, you can probably guess what kind of version of the events they gave. Total lies. They claimed that the Campbell brothers were the aggressors, that they had been playing loud music in their car. These 4 killers also claimed that one of the people in the car yelled out the window, "What the F are you looking at?" Surveillance video shows that the windows of the Campbell's car were rolled up. And one more thing, it's inconceivable that a Latino gang would be upset about someone playing their music loud. Have you heard how loud they played their music in these Hispanic barrios in LA, New York, Dallas, and Miami? Ear-splitting levels at all hours of the day. So they were upset about someone playing loud music? Really? Keep in mind, that's the exact same lie that the murderer of Jordan Russell Davis used to try to justify that killing as well. We'll continue with the moment of truth in just a moment, but first, a word from the official sponsor of Black Empowerment, Power tools. There's no telling when something's gonna come up, so make sure you carry your power tools at all times. You never know when you're gonna need to bring the hammer down, or when you'll have some trash that needs to be blown away, or some obstacle that requires cutting down. Don't get caught empty-handed. Keep your hammer close by. Keep that leaf blower at the ready, and always carry your steel. Power tools. Because no matter what your day job or side hustle may be, there's no excuse for not being ready to put in some work. Now, something else that needs to be noted here is that none of these murderers was actually charged with murder. Instead, the feds decided to treat this as just a basic racketeering case, as if these guys had stolen cigarettes off a delivery truck or something, and they didn't treat it like the murder of a black man that it actually was. Justin Ortega would be found guilty of 1 count of violent crime in aid of racketeering. Yanez pleaded guilty to a charge of violent crime in aid of racketeering, using and carrying a firearm in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Hernandez pleaded guilty to 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition. So you have a clear-cut, indisputable case of murder, one where the prosecutors are guaranteed to get a conviction. They have the murderer confessing on audio recording, and the feds don't bring murder charges. Antonio Yanez pleaded guilty in February 2023. He has yet to be sentenced. As a condition of his pleading guilty, Yanez demanded that the feds drop the death penalty request, which they promptly did. So once again, the Biden DOJ prefers to make deals with race murderers, even when they have slam-dunk guaranteed convictions. Remember, Biden was the guy who ranted and raved all throughout the 80s and 90s about how the criminal justice system was just too soft on these criminals. He needed to be harder. He was sick and tired of hearing about that somebody's a minority and they should get off the hook. Of course, what he meant was black. That's what he actually meant. Now, out of the 3 murderers, only one of them has been sentenced so far, Jesus Hernandez, who got a measly 9 years in prison, to be followed by 3 years of supervised release. Ortega went on trial, and it took a jury about 2 hours to find him guilty of a violent crime in aid of racketeering, and he's set to be sentenced in September. Now, keep in mind, this happened for one reason and one reason only, because the Campbells are black, and they lived for years in the heart of what was considered to be Gardena 13 turf. This gang, which of course their very name is meant to be reminiscent of MS-13, the Central American gang infamous for their savage violence, these guys answer to the Mexican mafia, but at no point did you see a big deal being made about this. Nobody was pointing out, hey, well in that case then maybe there needs to be a war on these mafia types, right? They're like, oh, well, we got a few of their guys in prison, that's pretty much all we need to do. Whenever you hear black people talking about folks coming to the US and they immigrate here from anti-black racist cultures and countries, this is what we mean. Ortega, he was on the first thing smoking, ready to go back to Mexico. Why do you think that was? Because he knew that he would be given safe harbor and passage, even if everybody knew about his crimes. You could go ahead and put it all over Mexican television. They would probably treat him as a returning hero. That's the culture down there. People don't like to say it, but it's a fact. So when you see the racist Latino members of the LA City Council, the ugly truth is, they're not alone. They're not some anomaly, and they're not simply speaking for themselves either. As the black media, we reported for years how these racists from south of the border target black Americans and how the authorities allow them to do it. And even if they get caught, the authorities give them a slap on the wrist. This is why an anti-black hate crime law is so important. And this is also the reason why all these other groups are opposed to it. They can agree on an LGBT bill, on an Asian hate crime law, on an anti-Semitism law. But whenever someone dares to bring up the fact that the nation's oldest and overwhelming majority of hate crime victims are black, suddenly everybody's opposed to the idea. Oh, that's just a little bit too redundant. We don't need to do all that. When you have Mexican gangs coming here and they're carrying out violent killings in the streets and the authorities are simply letting them do it, it's time to recognize we're up against an organized offense. We have the right to defend ourselves. And truth be told, Lester Campbell gave a potent example of how to carry out an organized defense in the face of anti-black violence. 2 young men sitting in the driveway of their own home, ambushed and attacked by these racists from south of the border. Sounds just like what happened to the family of John White in New York State, doesn't it? And countless examples from across the country. That's because everyone understands the rules of racism, and that under white supremacy, black people are the primary target that everyone's invited to attack. Well, as black people, we need to get serious about making sure that we are not soft targets. We gotta be realistic about that. Nobody's coming to our aid mainly because there are a lot of folks here who like it exactly the way that it is. We have a right to be safe in the streets, at our jobs, and certainly in our homes. And if you got folks out there who have decided that they're going to make it a habit to try to attack black people anywhere, anytime, we are well within our rights to make sure they are stopped. Period. Good day, and be one. I'd like to take a moment to mention some of our contributors. Eric Bailey.
Yeah, man. It sounds like a dream. It sounds like what's being said right there in a lectural summation is something that should be honored as a privilege. I communicate the same thing, but it falls upon deaf ears. Influencers like him who are speaking with precise pinpoint accuracy in the greatest way to intellectually communicate to the world that we as black people are being mistreated by ones that look like us, ones that don't understand us, ones that love us but love to hate us, and white supremacy. The one that's, whether you want to believe it or not, that's in charge of the whole world. But we want to think about this melting pot that you can coexist in until your basic needs of mobility are taken away from you. Then everybody mounts up. It starts off with groups. The diversity is no longer what matters. It's groups. You know, I tell you, explain to you in every kind of way how I learned and acquired my phobias. And it falls upon deaf ears. You think that you're tired. You become so hardened, callous in my suffering that it don't even matter to you no more. What are we supposed to talk about? If there was another language besides body language and communication verbally, then I'd utilize it. The only other language that I know outside those two are spiritual, that's utilized for this life and the next life. And if you just so happen to get caught up between it, who is this? Let me answer. Hello? 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 Are you calling somebody? Who you represent? Okay. Go for it. Go for it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, business people. Y'all might have got a little bit of ear hustling on that. Diddy's fucked up, man. But yeah, so it don't matter how. If I can communicate it in a different way, it comes from the spirit. But again, I mean, you know, like he was stating, the professor, that's Professor Black Truth. He's on YouTube. You can go to his current upload and listen to him. If he was, he's spewing what all black people are spewing, are trying to communicate and get across. to a point of exhaustion. And all of the things that he's saying in there are like, why are you bothering us? Why can't I be in a community? Why can't these gang members leave us alone? You bring all these people over here. We speak to the world about our pain, and nobody wants to listen. I mean, what else are we to do? We got to get on the offense now. We got to say, you know what? Fuck that. We ain't got no guns. We don't have nobody doing anything for us. We got to go ahead and find a way to protect ourselves. It's no more praying, getting on your knees, and hoping time takes care of everything. When they send money everywhere for all other groups, and they come and use us like an abusive relationship, I give you everything, kind of like Diddy. I know y'all ain't ready to hear this, but he's going broke. He's a billionaire. Now he's $200 million in debt. That's karma that comes up on that man. There's a whole bunch of different dynamics, but he has to live with remanaging his lifestyle, remanaging his plane. His plane has been sitting on the tarmac all this time. They never charged him with anything. They've gone to his house, and he has many different houses all over the place. And they've never done nothing. The man can't make no money. Nobody wants to give him a loan. Ever since he went over there and opened his mouth and fucked with the white folks, his whole life has changed. You know, he was able to sacrifice. He was able to get money because of his talents. But at some point, all that shit is out the way. Now we just strictly down to, do you have the money or not? We don't care about yesterday. We don't care about this. And that's what it's boiling down to. About the finances. Color is only, it only matters. It basically was a science project, or I call it social engineering. Like, will it work? We found out that it works. And this ain't all I'm made of, man. Just keep rehashing this. But right now, this is their Hail Mary. They even trying to figure out what dynamic to play us. They're master manipulators. Can we put a black woman in there next to Biden? Well, they see how that's working out, but that ain't a black woman. That's an all over the place woman, multicultural woman, female, who hates black men, black people, in reality, and has no kind of historical understanding, or she's just in the blind to it. Inappropriate behaviors in all forms and fashions. Same way as Biden. He's in his elder statesmanship in life. He should be somewhere resting. These are challenges that deal with you having the energy that you should have, and the mindset, and making sure you have your motor skills on point. However, if you already have in your past, even though they say people change and they grow, if you're real, like 100 days in the White House, you have done nothing for black people. All of a sudden, you got 100 days left, and you're going to black people and looking for us to help you out. And the last vote that they need is the most important vote, and that's the black vote and the black man. Can you imagine the way this world has fucked us all up? That's karma. Trump sits down and does the same thing. Should I get a black male? Should I get a black female to run with me? Because they need the black vote. We don't matter, but we matter. You know what we matter? in the criminal justice system, the penal system. Majority of black people have, when they grow up, they take two roads. Roads to the penitentiary or roads to somewhat of an education to get you to the point to be a worker. We want to be able to have our reparations, our apology, in either way, from the American government to the whole world in United Nations factor, and we want to be able to be tax-free of our giving of us our money, and we want our land. It could be more than 40 acres in the mule. Kamala Harris, the President of the United States of America, and Vice President, rather, embarrassed herself by saying 20 acres in a 20? You don't even get the mathematics right when everybody and their mama know what that means. 40 acres in a mule. You say 20 acres in a mule. 20 acres, you didn't even give us no land or any animals or anything. Come on now, man. I can't play these games with y'all, man. I mean, it's tiresome after a while that we keep on revisiting the same things. We revisiting disobeying gang members and people with diseases coming over here giving people AIDS and ruining communities with disease. You can't see that movement, can y'all? That's death to an innocent world. Just having sex trafficking, and you as a person going and giving AIDS to people in the community that affects everybody. Infects and affects everybody. I can go on and on with this shit, but I'm not getting paid for it. And I can't even get no fucking likes and views. Likes and views. And no damn subs to get me over a threshold. But if I was to go ahead and take and ride from here right now and go to any suggested restaurant and get whatever their special is, it could be the Big Mac. Fuck that. It could be the Big Mac. And just put the Big Mac right here on this cooler and take a picture of it in 30 seconds or make a short video of it. Oh my God. Oh my God. This right here. This is oh my God. This is a Big Mac. Oh Lord, I'm so hungry. I need this Big Mac right now. Lettuce, tomato, special seasoning. Oh, sesame seed buns. Oh, look at it dripping. Oh, I'm salivating. I got to take a bite of this fucking Big Mac. Oh my God. The way it's hitting all of my taste buds. Ooh, shit, this is so good. Press stop. Upload that motherfucker. That shit, it has a tendency of going viral. I'd have like 5,000 views in less than like 20 minutes or less. I put up something that's helping the culture. I can't even get like 1 or 2 views. That amount of time and that amount of subject matter, it is blasphemy for such. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me where people put their priority. You don't want to see me grow, but you want me to put something up to eat and die from, to fill me with cholesterol, tear my body up, because you can identify with eating and imagery and the perception and the sound of that video to your taste buds, and you will end up finding yourself going to McDonald's to get the same thing because of the promotion and marketing of what I triggered you. Thousands of views in less than minutes, and not one of them have pressed subscribe to my channel. Do you know that's do you know that's engineered by YouTube on purpose? Let me get off of here, man. Y'all don't hear me though. Let me give you one more trap song and I'm out. I was gonna ride around with y'all, but let me just do this and let me go about my business. Y'all hate me. My body language is like the middle finger to all my haters. I walk around, my head down, it still threaten me from my father's house. I've been in this south so damn long. I'm coming up with another voice song. Out, out, depressed, and then the damn near recession. I'm slow with it, be fast with it, but any kind of way you just don't get it. Bars it, hard in my life so thick. My words and my eyes don't match all the words that I say. It falls upon this just is. I guess I gotta read bread for the blind, huh? You my son and my son you. The life I live out here, am I the fool for you? Spoken English, regular English, I don't even matter, it just don't even matter. You're not listening anyway. Thank you, but no thank you. M-I-T-R-U or M-I-T-R-U-E. You like to dislike till you need me. Ain't that how it goes, yo? Let's split it up and make the division. The perception I'm living. Stereotypes cause I'm young, black, and thorough with this energy. Impulse control got me out of control. I'm out here on this street though, lonely than a motherfucker trying to make it out of something. I'm that trap guy. I'm working with it so damn hard. It may not be what you want, but I'm giving you what you need. I'm giving you today's mathematics in these streets. I'm off beat, but remember one thing, they used to chop off our feet when they ran away, and they stealing us and whipping us and abusing us till this day. Say, man, get out of your seat. Never went to slavery, asking for reparation. What are you, crazy? I'm Trap God. I'll holler back at y'all, man. This is Capital Kod Testimonies, the true spirit of the angry black alley cat. And I can't do nothing but speak the truth of the real. I hope you recognize and do what you want with it. I probably won't even throw this video up because they're going to copyright it. They're going to ban it. And they're going to try to give me a strike because I'm too black and I'm too strong.